Let's go ahead and build the stem real quick. I'm going to do this with some existing geometry to speed things up because we got a lot more to cover. And if we take a look at some of these, this can actually be the screw. Let's take a look at our original image. Basically, we need a disc that's extruded that goes up. All right, so we can build that, but it's better with something like this to actually use the existing pieces. Saves us a little bit of time. If you wanted to do this on your own, you build a disc, take those endpoints, pull them up, and take out the other verts and straighten that out. And then you can actually bevel the edges and, of course, make sure it's quads and use multi-res. But if you take a look down here in some of our items, we can actually go ahead and just pull up the one disc much like that, which is this one, this cylinder right here. So that's pretty good. Now there's another cylinder here as well. I think either one will be fine. Double click, we'll add that to the scene. All right. So now, turn this off. This is actually what's going to be used to create this. So let's go ahead and select that. Let's rotate it down. And we'll come down here, numerics, go -90. W, move it down. And then R for scale, and let's scale that down. Pretty easy. Then I just want to actually pull that up into it. Okay, so we need a little bit more control and a little more flat. So to control it better, I'm going to go to the side view here. And then what I want to do is kind of flatten this out. And the way I can do that actually is with a set value command. So let me go here to wireframe so you can see all the way through. I want to just flatten this out. So what I'll do in vertex mode is I'll take, I think, let's just do the top ones right now, like that. And the reason I'm doing wireframe is because I'll be able to select all the way down. Okay. If I did solid, I'd probably only get the front, or there's a good chance I'd miss some. So wireframe, make sure I get there. And with those selected, I'm going to press the R key for scale. And we're going to scale those down a little bit like that. And we are going to scale them out a little bit. Move key, and we're going to move it right up in there. So it doesn't even have to be too exact, simply because we are going to blend it together. Kind of the beauty of the program. So control space, back to perspective. All right. Now it's a little bit big still. I don't want it cutting into that front part there, and we're going to pull it back just a little bit like that. It's centered out, which is good. So all we need to do then is just union it in. So very simply, just take it. You could drag it onto, again, back to the item mode. I keep doing that. Drag it back onto that base mesh. Let go. New branch with union. And you don't have to do new branch, but it will still union in just fine. It gives us a little more flexibility down the road if we want. It's also going to make our schematic look nice and crazy big and busy when I show you that. All right, so we're going to take a look here. Terrific. And the thing is, on the original image, it's not quite as molded on there. So we want to get into that strip, and we want to bring that down also to about 4%, the way we did with everything else. Okay, so you can go ahead and use some other elements to put the screws in, to cut that little base right there, add a little bit more detail down here. You don't necessarily need to switch, but just go ahead and freeform and enjoy modeling the rest of that. From here, I want to show you what the schematic looks like, and just do one more video with that, and then we're going to get on to many other things that are Moto 901.